MFB presented by Intuit QuickBooks live in New York City. Gross day out in the streets. Nice and warm and cozy in here with Peter Schrager and Kyle Brandt. Nate Burleson, my name's Kay, and anybody want to see the most accurate game in NFL history?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
72 degrees in the Superdome last night, Adams. Let's go there. Colts at Saints. This one was not a game, guys. So much it was a coronation. Drew Brees entered the game 3 passing touchdowns shy of Payton Manning's career record of 539. Rare air. He needs just a couple to tie it. He needs 3 to break it. Would he get it? Up 3-0 early in the red zone. Who's he going to? Can't guard Mike. Touchdown. Michael Thomas had 12 catches on 12 targets last night. He is unbelievable, and he gets number 1. All right, so let's tick up to 538. 538. Drew Brees just marching right down the field. Now it's 10-0. What do you got, Traquan? Traquan over the middle. Traquan Smith, 21-yard touchdown. That ties Payton Manning, guys. 5-9. Look at these beautiful people with their homemade sign crossing it out, but they need one more. You never give up on the Colts, right? Did they play defense? They want to spoil the party? Nah, they don't. Third quarter. Saints way up, 20-0 red zone. Do they get the record breaker? Yes! Josh Hill. Josh Hill, who Brees said was a fitting recipient because he's been an unsung hero since joining the team as an undrafted free agent in 2013, I believe it was, years ago. There's the Brees family. We remember his son at the Super Bowl and the confetti.
The headphones.
The headphones, they're back. And then Brady tweets with a little wink at the end, but it's worth trying to compete. All right, Tom.
That's good.
Good luck, buddy. Throw it to Edelman, I guess. Brees throwing it to everybody, hugging Payton. He's been there the whole way. There's the pink headphones Kay mentioned. They're a family tradition. Now it's 27-0. You want to do one more? Let's go to the Joker, they call him. Taysom. Watch Taysom. Oh, it's so great to watch. He was all over the place.
Put it on 6 fantasy points so I can start him.
Can't do it, though. Okay, look, who is that? Look at that. He's got the birthmark. He's got everything. Drew Brees was up there, 34-7. Guys, Brees, 29 of 30 for over 300, and he now sits on 541, looking down at living legends Peyton, Brady, Favre, Marino, and piling. But like Brady said, he is still trying to tick on these things, and he better start fast. So let's hear from number 9. The crown prince of the NFL, New Orleans of the planet Earth. We all love him. He breaks Peyton Manning's all-time passing touchdowns record. Your night, Drew Brees.
It was special. Everything about the night, you know. I don't know how they pick. I don't know how they pick them, right? Monday Night Football, playing the Colts, right? The team that, you know, we won the Super Bowl against 10 years ago. So the whole Super Bowl 44 team is back for the 10th anniversary, and obviously national television, you know, big game, and now, you know, that record in the balance as well, and just kind of makes you shake your head, you know, just, are you kidding me? You know, I'm not sure how we got here. It just, you know, kind of makes your whole life and career flash before your eyes.
And a pretty brilliant career for you, Drew Brees. Taking a look at the playoff picture, we told you this is what was going to happen if they won. The Saints creating a 4-way tie atop the NFC. They remain the 3 seed based on the conference record tiebreaker. They could potentially finish 13-3. They still have to play on Wild Card Weekend. Even if that happens, they can win out if they need a little help to improve their seeding there. But back to Brees, masterful night. But one of the greatest of all time, passing Peyton Manning for the most touchdown passes in NFL history. And I think what's even more impressive is setting the single-game completion percentage record, having just 1 incompletion to 4 touchdowns. Nate, what do you think of his performance and what makes him so special?
Drew Brees, he plays with a calm, a confidence, precision that puts him on a football god-like level. Ever since he's come into the game, he's built on the talent that he was blessed with. He has the composure of a composer. And one thing that we don't say enough when it comes to Drew Brees is that he has a Jordan quality. And it's fitting because he had the Jordan shirt on.
Sure.
He makes the talented guys around him that much better. You know, we say that a lot about other individuals, but we don't say that about Drew Brees. When you think about the household names that we're familiar with when it comes to Saints offensive players, they're all attached to one dude, and that's Drew Brees. And that's what makes him special. And finally, it's that leadership. I don't think there's a guy that embraces that role, and not just in his team when he's trying to get him hyped for a game, but a guy who embraces the role and identifies with a city that he helped recover from one of the most tragic incidents this nation has seen, Katrina. So Drew Brees has so many elements to his game, and that's what makes him one of the greatest. And some will say, even though he doesn't have the Super Bowl rings like Tom Brady, there's people that will argue it, and I'm okay with backing them up occasionally, that Drew Brees is the greatest quarterback of all time.
What did you think about what you saw last night, even going back to last week, as far as what he's doing with his strength of his arm at the age of 40 this late into the season?
You know, Drew Brees and Tom Brady, even, glimpses of Phillip Rivers, I think they're dispelling the fact that you hit your height of athleticism right around 30 years old. Now the new mark is 40. If you handle your career right, take care of your body, and you stay on point, you can play well into your 40s.
What's most impressive about this is Drew Brees is not supposed to be here. Peyton Manning got drafted right into Indianapolis, cranked out a decade and a half in the Dome. Tom Brady's played for the same head coach his entire career. Drew Brees' career comes from a broken home, in a sense. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Let's go back to San Diego. This thing was almost over, guys. Let's go to Week 17, 2005. Drew Brees is playing on the franchise tag for the Chargers because they already have Phillip Rivers. Last game of the regular season, ball goes down.
Jumps on it.
He gets crunched, hit by John Lynch, Gerard Warren. The labrum is torn. The shoulder is shot. His time in San Diego is done. This could have been a wrap. Never mind 500-something touchdowns. Guys, the Chargers looked at him, and the Dolphins looked at him. Second-year Dolphins head coach Nick Saban said, maybe we get Drew Brees. I'm worried about the shoulder. I don't think he has it. I'm worried about the money.
The doctor said it.
The doctor said
Saban
it.
wanted him.
Tom Condon says it's too much money for the Dolphins. The doctor said, I would stay away. They go Dante Culpepper instead. So what does he do? He signs with the Saints and their young, fresh-faced coach, Sean Payton. The rest is history, guys. Look at Brees. Looks like in 8th grade. Peyton looks like he's like the freshman in high school. My question is, if it doesn't happen, is Nick Saban a Super Bowl winning head coach in Miami? Is Drew Brees a Hall of Famer? Maybe it doesn't work out. Is Sean Payton coaching the Crimson Tide right now?
Ooh.
We don't know, but he didn't have it easy. He broken home in his career. All these years later, looking down on him, it was never supposed to happen. It's an amazing journey.
Yeah, I get very sensitive to this NFL 100 list because I feel like too often we honor the guys from the 20s and 30s, and maybe the guys that we're watching and living in present time aren't getting the same treatment from this blue ribbon panel. If Drew Brees isn't in this top 10 of quarterbacks because of some guy from the 1920s or 1930s or 1940s, it's an outrage. Drew Brees might be in the top 3 quarterbacks of all time. He's that good. He's got all the records individually. He does have the Super Bowl ring. And I thought last night was kind of telling for Brees. Like Kyle said, he's got an unorthodox style to the path to where he's been. He's also got an unorthodox body type. He's not this 6'6", chisel. He's not Peyton Manning. Last night, Drew Brees, at the end of the second quarter, broke the record. If you guys remember, there was a play. Here's the pass. This is what we thought was going to be the record breaker, and it's vintage Drew Brees. Rolling out, pointing out, finds his guy, touchdown.
Everyone's off the couch.
Everyone's off the couch. But there was a flag. And that's kind of been the story of Brees' year. And Brees' career, in a way.
Sure.
Brees, 6th quarterback at Purdue when he showed up. 6th guy in the depth chart, has to win out. Brees goes to San Diego where he's fighting for Doug Flutie for 2 years, and then finally they draft Phillip Rivers while he's still on the roster, and now always overlooked by the Aaron Rodgers and the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Bradys. Is this not the year? I mean, maybe this is the year for Drew Brees. Breaks this record here. He's going to hold this record, I think, for the rest of the season. I don't think Brady's going to have some 6-touchdown game. And I also think that the Saints are kind of a dark horse in this thing because we're talking about a lot of other teams.
3 seed.
Maybe this is the team. Drew Brees, maybe this is the year that he gets them and he wins it 10 years after he did it back in 2000.
No maybes. This is the team. There was a notion that Brees is on the decline, that his arm strength isn't there. We saw it trail off. There was a lot of speculation about that last season on their Super Bowl run, their playoff run, and it's been dispelled these last 2 games. I'm completely in. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're going to Miami. You look at what they did even a week ago, last night. It's like he dialed the clock back 10 years. Alvin Kamara, like you said, isn't running like he used to. Losing Mark Ingram was huge. They lost Sheldon Rankins last night. They kept Quentin Nelson, one of the best offensive lines and good run game, in check. They were able to do it on both sides of the ball. With Drew Brees, we had somebody in our morning meeting say that they could have done that up against the Colts last night. Brady's not doing what Drew Brees did last night. Even look at this one play. He was escaping the pocket, dealing with corners. But if you look at this shot, this is a fadeaway. Look at him, a fadeaway to Jared Cook. It was a beautiful throw. I haven't seen that out of Drew Brees in a while. So even to see those things, him escaping pressure, him getting outside the pocket, him making play after play, he was so accurate and dialed in a dominant performance. I don't care who they're playing. Brady's not making throws like this in 2019.
Yeah. Listen, man, it does seem like it's destiny how the last couple of seasons ended for the Saints. And with the record being broke this past weekend, it seems like it's fitting that New Orleans is going to the Super Bowl.
You going to crown him now, Nate?
But I feel like San Francisco
Four-way
might have
tie.
something to say about
Four-way
that,
tie.
Kay. I mean,
I don't-
as passionate as you are, I still
know.
have to respect the NFC
NFC playoffs will
because
be wild.
they are talented from top to bottom when
You're
you look
right.
at the 4 division leaders and then the people sitting outside in the wild card spots. Woo!
Very fitting that this happened at home. The completion percentage and the touchdown, their last home game of
And
the
Monday
regular
night,
season
too.
of 2019.
It always happens.
Yeah.
How do you
you-
get that arm strength back? What are the resistance bands or something? What the hell is that?
What if missing
Kyle.
that time, missing
Oh, those
that
ropes.
time,
Maybe that was what it was.
walking
maybe
around the
all
field.
fits together at the same
Oh,
time?
yeah, what he's
The
having.
hip dance that
Right?
Dak does.
You gotta make
that's
pliable, isn't that what it is?
Very pliable.
Can you show me that one more time?
No,
it
there's-
was
Come
a
on,
little
baby.
more of a
It's-
Fonz,
oh, yeah.
twist and
The
shout.
the DB9 method. This is
They
it,
shouldn't
guys.
have flagged the celebration, right?
Well-
That was tough.
It wasn't a celebration. It was, they called an offensive pass interference.
But let him have the moments.
It's
The
like,
crowd was
guys,
excited.
guys, the game's a blowout. Like,
Yeah.
we have to do it all over again.
Nate was calling it getting, it was getting Drew balled. Isn't that what you said?
Oh, boy.
Right, that's how it felt.
They
Drew
said that
Brees
before
throws
the
the
show.
most accurate game in NFL history. Everybody's chiming in. You may remember last season when Brees broke Peyton Manning's all-time passing yards record. Here was Manning's response. Take a look.